Alright, so this is a review about Shrinking, which is a television series I recently saw. It's produced by Apple and it's created by Bill Lawrence, Jason Segel, and Brett Goldstein. So the basic story is about a grieving therapist who decides to become drastically more involved in his patients' lives. How does he do this? So he works in a psychotherapist clinic that has other therapists. He basically lost his wife recently, and he's raising his teenage daughter on his own while navigating the loss of his partner. So he takes a different approach to navigating grief, and I think that was interesting to see. Rather than, just be sad, he decides to be radically honest with his clients, and in the process of doing that you notice that he is able to develop stronger connections with his clients. For instance, one of his clients has a lot of anger and violence issues, and he decides to um, allow him to move into his house when he doesn't have a house. So he really supports his clients in every way possible to make their lives better. I think by the 10th episode, he develops closer bonds with the people in his life that want him to be better, whether it is his colleagues at work or his daughter. And I think the father daughter relationship has been portrayed in a very unique way. There's no expectation of how to navigate grief, but both of them lost someone important in their life, and um, they navigate grief in their own unique ways. For instance, the daughter spends like 5 to 6 minutes each day just crying really hard, and that was her process to navigate grief. Um, but apart from grief, I think it's also a comedy, and Jason Segel, who we also know as because of his role in How I Met Your Mother, and Harrison Ford is popular for Indiana Jones. I think both of them as therapists are really relatable, fun, and funny in terms of how they observe what their clients go through, but also how they go through their own issues. For instance, Harrison Ford's character is going through a debilitating diagnosis. Um, his name is Dr. Paul Rhodes in the show, and he gets Parkinson's disease, and he's navigating being a doctor and getting this diagnosis of getting that disease. So overall, it's a fun comedy, and if you enjoy comedies, there are it does talk about grief and losing someone you love. So if that's a trigger warning, maybe I'd recommend not watching it. But there's a lot of funny and unique ways, and it's a really nice, fun-loving comedy about how you can navigate grief and still find hope and connection in your life.